Well, I've decided to produce this video to show you what's going on in the city of São Paulo. So this is a very nice graphic because it shows you what is happening for the last 4 weeks, in June, from June 1st to June the 28th. Let me explain you how I did the graphic and what we can think about this. Well, first of all, what we have is that I'm counting the hospitalization rates and intensive care unit beds occupied. I'm not counting the cases because that changes if we test a lot or not. So I don't think this is a good figure because you cannot compare to other countries. We need to know how many tests are being undertaken to know if it's something that is real or not. In São Paulo, we're not testing a lot. Second, I'm not counting the deaths, because even with dead people, we've been having problems because of politics. And we've had problems with the cause of death. So I'm counting the hospitalization. Hospitalizations represent a fixed percentage of the cases. You have more cases, you have more hospitalizations. You have less cases, you have less hospitalizations, because the disease is the same. So this is why I'm counting with this graphic, showing you what is happening with hospitalizations in São Paulo. So the first column on the left gives you the hospitalizations in a campaign hospital called Anhembi, almost 2,000 beds. This one is now it's occupied with 250 beds only. Right to on the right side of the left column, you have a second campaign hospital, Pacaembu, which is so empty that it's being closed June the 30th. So today, I'm recording this on June 30th. And then you have from the left to the right, the third column, and that gives you an idea of hospitalizations in public hospitals. All public hospitals that belong to São Paulo, to the city of São Paulo. That gives us an idea of what's going on with the public in general. You cannot trust numbers for private hospitals because they are used by people who have private insurances, so rich people. I'm considering what is going on with the public hospitals, and this is taken from the website of the city of São Paulo. You see that for the month of June, this has been going down. So I think we're on the descending curve, at least for the city of São Paulo. And the last column, totally to the right, what we see is people on mechanical ventilation. And we can see, no, sorry, not on mechanical ventilation, sorry. This is the last column, is what we see for intensive care unit beds. Fortunately, occupancy is 55 to 60%, and we see there's a very, very slight descent. I would say it's stable to a very slight descent. What does that mean? Well, intensive care unit beds, when you have COVID, it takes a long time to recover. So if it's not going up, that means we're not adding new cases. So that gives us an idea too that the epidemic is going down very slowly, at least for intensive care unit beds. And what's very nice is that we have only 55 to 60% occupancy in these days of June. So that means we have a lot of public hospitals available if eventually a lot more people get sick. So I think the figure is quite fine. Of course, this is for the city of São Paulo, and I'm not talking about Brazil, which is a huge country. That, of course, changes. I'm talking only for the city of São Paulo.